thou shalt not, thou shalt not want, thou shalt not, thou shalt not want any or all that shall give so kindly. Thou shalt not, thou shalt not.
Because well, I think the album was going to be called Radio d'Etat, like State Radio, Radio d'Etat. It's you know, you have coup d'etat, which is such a famous phrase and carries over into English, and so I just think it's cool how it's kind of inverted the two words, and it's and to kind of piggyback on the coup d'etat.
Thou shalt not, thou shalt not feed, thou shalt not, thou shalt not feed any or all that you need so kind.
I felt like sometimes I feel like some magic is lost when there's lyrics. People can't make up their own to what they think they're saying, and it's a little bit too, something gets kind of rigid about it, like it breaks the song apart so much, and I felt like Still and Silent, the lyrics needed to always be with the music. I guess if I could choose one thing, I'd say education. You know, just because if you start there, it helps everything. As the children get older, they'll be the decision makers, and if they have the right the education as kids, then you know, they'll be involved and truly be able to, you know, the people can then lead ourselves, kind of thing. If we're all on the same page. You know, if George Bush had received a better education, maybe he wouldn't have unilaterally invaded Iraq. Not to say that Yale's a bad school. I'm sure it's just fine, but I think if people get the right education, and especially in third world countries, if there's education there, then it can only help kind of boost everything around it. We would definitely enjoy that because those are some of our favorite bands, Rage and Pearl Jam. You know, we've done the shows where we've opened for Rage or Incubus, or some of the festivals where Pearl Jam was there, and we just did a mini arena tour opening for 311. But we would definitely enjoy it.
I think we want a drum solo. You want a drum solo? Jay Best from Maryland. He's gonna lay it down. Let's Let's give him something to go on here. Let's keep it going. Ready?
I think the Pearl Jam thing, we know some of those guys, are friendly with some of them, so it's not out of the question. And every now and then something comes up where we hear that Pearl Jam may be interested in taking us out, and it just never happens. So, and we know Tom Morello now from Rage, and become really friendly with him. So that's an option as well. It's just. It's not really an option for us. It's an option for we are an option for them. But that we would love that. Yeah, I'd say the chances of those things happening are probably 10%. But that's not too bad, I suppose. We got pretty far with that in the studio. Felt like Train Slave and State of Georgia they were going to be on the last album, but they were so different from the rest of the work that it was they didn't make it. The same with Biscuits and Tea. They're, I guess, bluesier songs, and Train Slave is just darker and more of a rock song. I think that would have been nice to have on the record, just to, because I think it would have had a nice place in terms of diversifying the record a little bit more. But I don't think Train Slave is quite done. It just needs some work. It needs to go back into the shop and just make sure it's okay. It's running as best it can. I think it's a little ridiculous. I think it's like a bunch of uninformed Republicans kind of getting off on each other. I'm not sure it doesn't seem very productive to me. It just seems like a lot of hullabaloo. Yeah, I think the whole thing is just a little, you can only hope that it just alienates Republicans who actually are, look and pay attention to issues. I think people just like to use that. American history is filled with, how slandering people with that communist or socialist label, and it's like they don't mind it if it's Social Security or Medicare or Medicaid, but then if it comes to their health care now, it's like they're just looking for an excuse to call out Obama, be Obama haters basically. And you're right, it's so far from that, but I think it's just it's almost American to come out with these accusations, and it's kind of it's an inflaming device to call it the socialist or communist. It's very polarizing in the American psyche, because